Hey there, Brett with Solarrolla. An electric vehicle that's charging off of the grid, I don't get too excited about that because I'm still burning fossil fuels, plus I'm adding a massive lithium pack, and then I have, range limitations, cold weather performance issues to deal with. But when you add the solar or any other kind of alternative energy charging, you enter a whole new world where, just like it's nice to have local food, you have local energy. It's the energy at your house. It's the sun that's hitting your land or your house that's going into your vehicle. You can be more present. Your mind isn't off at the gas station and all of these other places that we have to go. And it's a feeling. It's a feeling that you get when you have, your charger with you, and no one can step in between you and what you need to travel or power your life support systems. So I just wanted to say that, it's like a lot of the comments on our posts, try to put us into a category with, Ford and GM or even Tesla. That's not who we are. I'm a hot rodder. I grew up street rodding. And what is street rodding? Street rodding is taking that engine and that transmission and the best of every manufacturer, the best parts, available, and putting them all together so that you can have the best of both worlds. You can have the best vehicle and an original vehicle doing exactly what you want it to do. That's what we do, because now we have electric motors. They're fast. They're incredibly powerful. And we have batteries, which now the lifetime, if you take care of them, can be upwards 10, 15, 20 years. We have solar panels. You're talking about something that's putting out power for 25 years and then maybe going to 90% after that, no moving parts. It's kind of a no-brainer. It's really a beautiful thing. And you put all this together, just like a hot rodder would put all the favorite parts together, and you have something really special. So there's a movement happening, kind of what reminds me of what I've seen of the 50s when guys really started to hot rod cars. I mean, we're now electrical hot rodders. But the wonderful thing about it is the newness of the parts has allowed us to sidestep this whole oil thing. I grew up with Chevelles and Camaros and street rods, and I love those vehicles, and I don't think anybody has to give them up. But it sure is nice not to have to pay for gas. It's nice to get out, way out, and be able to stay there. You don't have to run a generator. You don't have to come into town to pick up fuel. It's all right there. You're really sustaining at your campsite. You can stay there as long as you want. And you know what? If you want, plug in. We pull into a campground in the evening. We make some dinner. We watch a stupid movie, hang out, crash. And by the time we, get up and have some breakfast and a cup of coffee, the rig's ready to go for another 200 miles. We don't really want to travel much more than 3-4 hours anyway. Make a few stops, God forbid, along the way, and we're where we want to be. So it's not a limitation unless you're in a super duper hurry. And I guess that's the moral of the story for me is, really learning how important our time is. To slow down, look at our kids' faces, look at our spouses' faces, look at our own faces, before our lives are over. And it's a wonderful feeling of independence. So that's, I think, the bottom line is to slow down and enjoy the freedom that comes along with that. So we'll see you on the road.